Well, this is first on WTOC Plus. A Savannah-based tech and cybersecurity company, Seimitsu, is part of a new alliance to provide secure fiber services across the state. That includes in downtown Atlanta, where Seimitsu is leading the tech infrastructure in this alliance ahead of the World Cup coming to the city. Now, I talked with Seimitsu's COO, Keith Fletcher, about how they're preparing to support World Cup infrastructure and how this move is another step toward growing Savannah as a tech hub. Here's an extended look at our conversation. Thanks for sitting down with me today, Keith, to talk about this new partnership that Seimitsu's part of called Southern Waves. First off, just tell me a little bit about this partnership and what it is.
Great. Well, it's an association between STI, which is Southern Telecom Inc., which is a division of Southern Company, that's Georgia Power, and Seimitsu, which is a 40-year-old Savannah company, and Seimitsu has been delivering fiber all throughout Savannah. We have almost 200 miles of fiber in the ground here. We do full IT service and everything else, but this is a partnership that will help all of Georgia. We're going to be delivering new services on secure fiber through our association with STI and with Seimitsu.
And, you know, tech can always be interesting. Sometimes it goes over a lot of folks' heads. You know, when we're talking about fiber, I know it's all about kind of interconnectivity, especially across the state with this partnership, but kind of from the tech side, what is fiber?
Absolutely, thank you. Everybody's seeing right now that you've got advertising, Live Oak, IQ Fiber, AT&T. Everybody's saying we're bringing fiber to the home. Well, that's the last stop on fiber. Fiber has been the actual internet for a very long time. We actually are lighting the fiber that's bringing the internet to Savannah and from Savannah up to the big data centers in Atlanta or in Jacksonville or anywhere else. What the difference between what we are doing with STI and what everyone else is doing is we are lighting the secure, in-ground, protected fiber that the power company has been putting in the ground for years. So now we can carry large bandwidth from other carriers, from our cities, from our enterprises, from everyone here in Savannah out to Atlanta or down to Jacksonville and up to the internet to provide more reliable, more secure service for everyone here in Savannah.
Of course, Seimitsu's a Savannah-based company, part of this partnership kind of now reaching across the state. What does an initiative or a partnership like this mean for the city when it comes to, you know, really being a tech hub?
Absolutely. One of the major things that every company needs, you have to have connectivity, you have to have communication. Everything runs on the internet. Looking at the film industry. The film industry moves dailies, moves production, moves everything in and out of when they're doing things, and we all see lots of films and lots of TV shows around here. Without high quality, reliable bandwidth, they can't do that anymore. We can provide that here in spades. You're also looking at manufacturing, which we're seeing a lot of that moving in. To do manufacturing now, it's not, I need a hammer and a thing I'm going to pound on. No, it's robots, it's technology. It's things that actually need connectivity to work. By having state-of-the-art, secure, reliable internet access, Savannah can attract even more businesses. More companies can move in here, and we can support them. That's extremely important. We can support what they need.
And Keith, finally, we were talking about this before the interview started, but when talking about secure infrastructure and secure technology, one of the big things happening in Atlanta next year is the World Cup, and it sounds like Seimitsu is going to be kind of part of that infrastructure.
We are going to be looking at how we support what's going to happen in Atlanta. One of our major pieces that we're doing is the South Downtown Atlanta project. That is a dozen square blocks, 59 buildings, lots of retail and everything that is going to be a big chunk that will be ready for the World Cup. we're needing to make sure that their public area Wi-Fi, that all of their stores, their restaurants, everything are all ready to go with that. But on top of that, the city of Atlanta is going to need a lot to support the 1 million or more people coming into, extra people for a month or 3. That's where Southern Company has always been there for Atlanta, and we are looking at working with them and with the city so we can be there to deliver whatever the city might need to make it an amazing experience for all these people from all over the world that are going to show up for the first time in Atlanta and their first time in Georgia, so they feel that this is a place they want to come back to and maybe even move their business here.
Sweet. Keith, that's really all the questions I had for you. Anything else you wanted to touch on with Southern Waves?
No, well, a couple of things with Southern Waves. It's very, very secure fiber. And I don't mean that people can't tap into it. No, you can't tap into fiber. I mean against somebody cutting the fiber, breaking it, because this is running in the power right-of-ways, which means that somebody's not sticking a shovel in the ground and digging this stuff up. They're not accidentally sticking a road sign in and breaking the fiber. And it's all underground, which means you're not having a car hit a phone pole and knock the stuff down and take out all the connectivity between them and the rest of the world. It's all, so this means that it's resilient. It is something that actually will run no matter what. So we can count on it. And after all, if you're bringing your company here, you want to make sure that the thing that you're counting on will always be there. And that's what Southern Waves is doing now all over the state. We're going to make sure that Georgia has the very best bandwidth and the best technology support that can be delivered.